it's the Dragon Egg losers bracket, so it's like go 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 go.
Yeah, exactly. It's so true. It's so true. And in the bottom right of the map, yes, we have the low IQ Fergus.
And in the top left corner, it's the Terran Krarktown's NotPatches, who is, I
Not
guess, today a
patches.
pirate. Yeah,
Yes, that makes
everybody
sense.
calls him Patches, but he's not
Oh,
Patches.
shit. That makes sense. The Hearthstone hero. Do you know him? From Battlegrounds?
No,
That is actually
no.
a dude. There's a card called Patches, who is a pirate. And he likes to rush people.
Oh, nice.
Yes. That actually makes sense. Another Patches I know is from the Souls series, Dark Souls.
Oh, that guy's a fucker.
Yes, he is. He's a fucking
Oh,
menace.
yeah.
So, yes. That's the only two Patches I know.
Okay, yeah. It's a cheeky name though. It's a cheeky name and a half. I'm gonna
Yeah.
come in here and see this low ground barracks here, which is interesting. A little bit harder to defend that. You have to pull an SCV a good chunk for. Oh, but the supply depot raise. Trolled.
What is actually really strong to do as a Protoss against a Terran is to think for yourself for the first 3 minutes of the game. Just open as you're playing another Protoss, but go for 4 Stalkers, and then just go across the map and take your expansion, and then just reset your mindset to PvT again. But those 4 Stalkers, in the amount you can make them like that, if you make them like that, they will devastate the Terra. Most likely having him not to have a base for the first 3 minutes is really funny.
Oh, that's rough. Speaking of bases, we got Patches. Speaking of cheeky, down in the corner, getting immediately scouted, making a corner
Ooh,
gold base.
that's rough for Patches.
Ooh. Oh, he's gonna have to cancel that. I don't see how he finishes that with no unit to protect it. Ooh. Yup,
That
there
is
it
so
goes.
rough. That is so rough for
Oh,
Patches. I really love
that's
that.
what the wall off in the natural was for. That's funny.
But it's also the only golden base on this map, so I feel like
Right.
Fergus just felt like he needed to check that. It was maybe even the low building on the low ground that gave that away.
I bet you're right. I bet that's why he went and checked.
Yeah, because why would you otherwise place them down there? It's almost like
Yeah.
it's too obvious almost.
Right. There are a few small things, but yeah, I feel like it does make it more vulnerable to certain attacks. So it's kind of sketch. Like, why would you put them down there? Though it can get some early Marines and Reapers out across the map real quickly. So there is that.
Yeah, it's true, but it's also it's kind of tricky.
Yeah,
From
it's so
Patch's
marginal
side,
too.
yeah, exactly, because I kind of like it also and kind of throwing your opponent off. But how do you otherwise hide the fact that you're taking a base down there? And he does it again, but Fergus checks again. What is this?
Oh, because all he has to do is hit that watchtower. That's it. Oh, this is a disaster.
But why
Oh
did Fergus
no.
check again? I would never check that base again. That was
Oh,
next level intuition right there. That is nice.
wow.
Well done, Fergus.
Yeah, well done indeed. Oh, 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 oh! Slippy Reapy! Ugh.
Sleepy Reapy.
And it does look like he is going to hit this wall here, and I believe he may have reaped his last sow, or however that works, but yeah, there he
Yes.
goes. Cyclones, though, coming across the map, right in that front wall. That's just like it's the most aggressive at-home Cyclone position.
It's
Hey,
almost
buddy, they're
like,
coming.
yeah.
Ooh, though, 4 Stalkers against 2 clones, that is, that's a little rough. It's just so many things have gone wrong for Patches so far. He does at least have that extra CC, and he's going for his 3rd already. So, to try and kind of counteract any of those economy losses in whatever ways he can.
Yeah, it's going for another third TT here. I think that's a good choice after how many times his CC at the gold base got denied.
Yeah, because he's down almost 10 full probes now. Fergus cranking out Immortals, did see the Cyclones, so that makes a lot of sense. And researching Charge. So, Definitely a good.
Researching charge at this point in the game without taking the gases and not building any more probes. It seems. Oh, he is building probes.
It is building probes still. Okay. But
Yeah.
that is kind of an aggressive move. Like you'd think, especially once you've already rebuffed the Cyclones once, it would make sense to take a third. So it does make you wonder if Fergus is just really delaying it to be really safe. I guess he can check with this hallucination here, so he can see like is there a third or is there a third on the
Yes.
way? What is Patches doing, and then kind of make his
Oh,
choices
he
from there.
does not get into scout the third just yet. If he does not see
Yeah, and I
that,
think the Cyclones. Ooh,
he doesn't get a scout out immediately. This hallucination really needs to see the third, because otherwise, that's gonna be a huge advantage. He did not see
oh, and
that.
doesn't.
I do not believe he saw that. No, he did not. He does
Nice
not see the
scan there out
third.
of Patches. No.
So he probably thinks he's ahead with this Nexus he just built here, but actually he's behind, and that's gonna be a huge mindfuck to Fergus in a few
Right.
minutes.
He is still actually ahead on workers, but a lot of them are relatively oversaturated. So
Fair enough.
once he does get that third finished, it'll definitely be a good spot for Fergus. But I mean, Patches right now is mining more.
That's true, yes. But nonetheless, Fergus must think that he's very much behind in the base creation.
Mm-hmm.
At least Patches does not have anything mining for that bit. Yeah, it's impossible to think what the players think, but could be a lot of thoughts going through both of the heads. The Hellions
Yeah.
coming
Ooh, cheeky little
into...
Hellions.
Yeah, get one, bro.
Yeah.
At the fourth base from Patches, he's not giving up on that base, even with the Senate scouting it immediately.
Dedicated. Oh no.
I don't even mind the idea with a proxy base at this time, but please take another one. Like the top one, maybe? It's not even been scouted one by Fergus.
Right. At least he does get the cancel, so he can start up another quickly. But it's so funny.
That's true, that's true. Patches floating on a lot of minerals here. He's gonna be in trouble if
Definitely.
he doesn't spend that. Doesn't spend that soon.
Yeah. Because Fergus's army is definitely getting a bit stronger. That is a lot of clones and a couple of tanks, which is actually, now that I see those tanks there, I think that the Patches is not going to get broken by this army at all. So it is definitely still in the macro phase of the engagement here. I don't think either one of them can necessarily break each other unless
No,
Patches gets a really good siege up. Nice
no,
force field.
this game is gonna last
Um,
for a while.
yeah, definitely. Nice little supply block there. Oh, I think that's what that was. He selected the probe and the sentry at the same time, put down a force field, and he was like, crap, reselects the probe, puts down a pylon. We got Patches moving on up here with the Battlemech army, threatening this fourth base here. Looks like he is going to get a cancel on it. Takes out the pylon there. However, he is going for another pylon. Oh, barely not in time as that warp in does finish. Those two Sea Shanks are going to be up on the ground there, pushing them back from really contesting the fact that this is going to get canceled. And yeah, there it goes. So Fergus still has an army that can definitely fight Patches, but it's Patches can kind of bully him in positional
It's
with those two
such a
tanks.
dangerous army to fight because he's gonna lose so many like zealots and stalkers that might not even throw that many shots from the Cyclones. I would not fight that by any means as Fergus right now. You need some more back it up.
Yeah. Yeah, tank Cyclone's so hard because it's so difficult to just run down the tanks with Zealots like you normally can, because the Cyclones can kind of block for them and then just slow kite back and just be finishing off all the Zealots as they slowly move them away.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
very, very scary army. Then we got a lot of Hellions in here, which I imagine are probably going to rush into Hellbats, I would think, but I guess it depends on the
Yes.
situation.
Yeah, they're just moving
But
as
that,
aliens.
yeah,
Better mobility.
now Patch's army is quite spooky, though very fragile.
It really is.
But Hellbat's a great unit against the Charge Lot Immortal. They don't take any bonus damage from Immortals, and they just sweep up Zealots. So
Yeah, they definitely
good
do.
answer.
Both just macro and up from here. I'm gonna they might even go all the way so they go into air at this point. This is gonna be a long game. Gonna see a lot
Yeah.
of stuff going on here. Very excited.
Yeah, without any big plays being made here. I mean, a couple Hellions get caught out. But that's really all. Ooh, those straight line Zealots. Okay, they do clean them up
Nice
just in
wall
time. And the
break with
Hellions coming
blockade.
around here again, running right on through. Oh, that's going to be some damage there on those probes. Ooh,
And
a
also
bunch
with the
go
blue
down.
flame, they just melt like butter.
Yeah. Ooh.
Very
It's
quickly,
a
very
beautiful
quickly.
thing to watch.
Yeah, it really is.
We got Fergus just tapping on maxed out now. Does have the Storm for those Hellbats. And yeah, it's a pretty big army. It's not a very high-tech army, but it is a big army. It's kind of a Zerg army right here out of Fergus. We'll see.
Oh
We'll see how it
yes,
goes.
there's
This is
so
still a
many
difficult
zealots.
decision.
And all of those zealots are so scary for the Cyclones, because those Cyclones really need to be moved, because if they're not be micro, they're gonna die so quickly. That's
So quickly.
Yes,
Oh,
really.
and now a downside of Fergus being maxed out. He actually can't warp in to deal with this Hellion run by. So, oh, but he is doing big moves on the front up here. Is pushing them back,
This
and you see
attack.
those Cyclones keeping the Zealots away from the tanks. It
And
looks
the
like, oh
storm
wow,
of
though the Storm,
SCVs. Ooh.
oh, kills every SCV there, and now he does finally push through the Cyclones. The Immortals clean up the tanks, and that is actually a fantastic fight for
Yeah.
Patches. For Fergus. Patches does get a lot of damage done on the backline with that Blue Flame Hellion run by, cleans up an entire mineral
But
line.
the whole
But
army is gone. This is Patches
yeah,
might straight up lose here.
he really does. He is. I mean, he is down what 40 army supply here, which is just brutal. Those tanks
and
not
he
sieged
gets
up. You're gonna
in,
get one
and the
tap there, two
storms.
big storms. Oh, that is it, ladies and gentlemen.
On top of his production.
Floats the CC. We're gonna have a Patches. We're gonna have a ladder moment. This is a tournament, man.
Now he just gotta float all of his buildings, and I don't know.
Yeah, he did clean up another worker line with his Hellions before they were finally. No, he didn't clean it up. He just chased it away. So
It's true.
he might have looked down there and seen there was nothing and thought he got a little bit more damage done than he did, or something. But no, GG gets called. Well played, you guys.